One Water Street and 1151 Sunset are on the same street and literally right next door to each other. Yet on a 1,000 square foot condo, you're going to pay $128,000 more in One Water. Is that premium worth it? Well, that depends on you and what you're looking for in a condo. I'm Mark with KelownaCondos.ca and RE/MAX. And today, I'm breaking down the real differences between One Water Street and 1151 Sunset. I'll show you what these two buildings offer, what that $128,000 price difference is going to get you, and how to know which one is right for you. Let's get into it. So these two buildings are in downtown Kelowna and they sit right next door to each other. Both offer walkability to the waterfront, restaurants, and everything else downtown has to offer. But they attract completely different buyers. One Water is Kelowna's most recognizable luxury development with resort-style amenities. 1151 Sunset is a well-run concrete high-rise with fewer amenities and great value per square foot. The buyers I work with who compare these two, they usually land on one pretty quickly once we talk through what's important to them. Let me show you why. Let's start with the numbers. One Water Street sells around $808 a square foot. 1151 is around $680 a square foot. That means on a 1,000 square foot two-bedroom condo, you're paying about $128K more at One Water. Now, if we look at the strata fees, monthly strata fees in One Water, as of this video in 2026, are around 65 cents a square foot. 1151 Sunset is around 52 cents a square foot. On that same 1,000 square foot unit, you'll pay $650 a month at One Water versus $520 a month at 1151. That's going to be $1,560 a year. Here's what that higher fee gets you. 2 pools, 2 gyms, pickleball court, dog run, and a whole host of other amenities. The question becomes, will you actually use what you're paying for? In my opinion, One Water offers the best amenities in Kelowna right now. 2 outdoor pools, the fitness centers, pickleball, and really well-designed spaces. If you work out, if you like to relax by the pool, or even play pickleball, you're going to love these amenities. 1151 Sunset, it has a gym, a hot tub, and a party room. These are going to be pretty typical condo amenities. You can work out, you can relax in the hot tub, and you can host gatherings. But this building isn't designed around amenity use. One Water is the one building in Kelowna where my clients tell me, almost all of them, that they use the amenities. Every client that I work with uses the pool. A lot of them use the gym, or at least one person uses the gym. I'm not saying every person in One Water uses the amenities, just the people that I've worked with, they do. When I tour buyers through One Water, their top 3 priorities are usually view first, amenity second, and the location third. They're paying for those amenities because they genuinely plan to use them. The buyers who don't choose One Water, they tell me they don't go to the gym and they don't like the pool or the sun. For them, paying higher fees for amenities that they won't touch, it doesn't make sense. One Water also has about 300 more units. That means that there's more people sharing the amenities and it's got a larger community feel. 1151 Sunset is quieter and it can feel more neighborly because there are a lot less people. Even though they're next door to each other, there are location differences. One Water, it has a commercial component on the ground floor, which means that there's more foot traffic, delivery vehicles, and there's also some strong food smells coming from the restaurants. This works if you don't mind that urban buzz. But if it's not your thing, 1151 Sunset, it sits way farther back from Sunset Drive, and it has a private entrance. So what about the views? Well, the 2 towers in One Water, they're both taller. And they sit at the end of Sunset Drive, so they're going to have better lake views. If you're looking for a view, One Water will have a lot more options. 1151, it does have some lake views depending on which side you're on, but the building isn't as tall and it's surrounded by other buildings. The plus is, though, is you're paying less. So is the better view worth the higher purchase price and the strata fees? The buyers who I work with who choose One Water, they typically fall into a few categories. Empty nesters who want a great location, they love the outdoor space and they don't want maintenance. People moving to Kelowna who want a great view and amenities. They're usually moving here for weather, a pool, and a great view is what they're looking for in a Kelowna condo. And they're willing to pay for it. What everybody has in common is lifestyle. Buyers are drawn to the location, the view, and the amenities. The buyers who choose 1151 Sunset, they usually prioritize location and value over amenities. They want walkability, concrete construction, but they don't want to pay for amenities that they won't use. They would rather save on the purchase price and the strata fees. The buyers who struggle most between these two are usually the ones that are mesmerized by the views. They like the idea of the amenities, but they're not sure the premium is worth it. Here's how I help them think it through. Which floor plans do you prefer? This usually matters more than the money. Are you okay paying a higher strata fee even if you don't use the amenities? How important is the view to you? Because One Water has some of the best lake views in Kelowna. Are you okay with a little bit of drama sometimes? One Water has 400 units. The more units, the more likely that there will be complaints and drama. Both buildings are completely different. The right choice is going to come down to your budget and what you value. Here are some differences that you won't find online. The pet policies. So One Water, it allows 2 dogs, 2 cats, or 1 of each, and there are no size restrictions. 1151 Sunset, it allows 2 pets, but dogs, they can't exceed 50 pounds when fully grown. If you have a larger dog, 1151 Sunset's not going to work for you. Parking. One Water, it has 2-car tandem parking in most of the larger units, which works if you're okay with shuffling cars. 1151 Sunset, it has great visitor parking, and the units with 2 stalls, they're 2 side-by-side stalls, which is really the only way to use 2 cars. One Water has a whole building HVAC system. It's going to cost you about $99 a month. It sounds appealing, but they've had issues, and it's not something that you can repair yourself. 1151 Sunset, each unit has its own HVAC system. This means that there will be a cost if and when the system breaks, but you don't have to wait around for the strata to fix it. You're also going to pay monthly for your usage. As you can see, there's a lot more to this decision than just the amenities. One Water is for buyers who value the view and the amenities. 1151 Sunset is for people who want downtown living and value over amenities. The right choice, it depends on your budget and what's important to you, not on which building looks better in photos. For detailed information on both buildings, current listings, and building reviews, go to the description. I'm going to include a link to both buildings there. If you want to eliminate the guesswork and hit the easy button on finding a condo, send me a message. You can even book a time to chat in my calendar, which you'll also find in the description below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.